of your grappling hook needs. I'm your host, Yellowjacket70, and we're going to talk this time about the javi missions and what they do to help you edit your grappling hook. So let's get started. So, javi is going to affect your retractor mods. So, what does the retractor do? Well, we'll just jump right into that, just in case you don't know what the retractor does. Just gonna go ahead and fly right down here to the ground. Okay. And now we have it set to probably the lowest setting that you can have it set to. Let's see. Is there something here that we can use the retractor mod on? I think we may have to go out to the road and play with a car. Or we could do what we did in the last video and use cows. So that's what your retractor mod does, basically. Are you gonna get up, Mr. Cow? Oh, come on. Like, even, really? Okay, so apparently the cow is dead. We'll play with its corpse, I guess. Because that's fun. Don't flag me, YouTube. Anyway, that's the lowest setting of your retractor mod. It's going to, like, start your tether, end your tether, and it pulls it towards it. But it can do a lot of other fun things, and we're just going to keep playing with the corpse, because I think we can illustrate what the retractor mod does with all of that. So first you have to turn your retractor on, and that means that you have to go into your grappling hook and you go to your loadout A or whatever loadout you're going to use, and then your automatic, you'll have to set it to be turned on, which, so you can turn it off, and then turn it to low, medium, or high. And now the low, medium, or high is the amount of weight that the tether can hold. So you're going to want, like, if you have the availability for high, you're definitely going to want to turn it to high. And then there's a number of things that your grappling hook can do once you have all of the javi missions completed and you've done all of your challenges for him. And we'll get into the challenges later, but I do want to show you what all your retractor mod can do. So you have your length effect, which I think is probably the most I feel like this is something you should be able to edit anyway. Your length effect, which controls whether it's going to snap, pulse, or deactivate whenever it gets to the minimum length. So a deactivate means basically the tether's just going to stop retracting whenever it reaches its minimum length. So we'll just go ahead and illustrate that with our cow. So set the tether, and it looks like it didn't reach its minimum length, which, let's see if we can fix that. Minimum length is long right now, so the tether will retract for the entire length of the tether. So we're going to set it to short. See what that does. Go ahead and release that tether. And now we move it over here, and then, that's weird, it didn't deactivate. Maybe it's because of another mod that I have, or maybe just the surface. Okay, so let's move our. Okay, we're gonna need another tether for that. There we go. Oh, it's still not lifting the cow. We're gonna need a third tether. There we go. Oh, it had to break that other tether. That's what it was. So we're hanging our cow now. It still hasn't deactivated, it's weird. So we'll just go ahead and deactivate all our tethers and move our cow back over here. And it might actually be a speed issue. Let's see. So I'll set it to medium, and maybe it. There we go. Did it deactivate? No, still activated. So weird. We're having technical difficulties. Tether will I'm thinking of the snap function. So deactivate just means that it's gonna stop. And then the short and long of it. So we'll do short now. So we'll see the 2 points are basically on top of each other at this point. So deactivate that, and then we'll change it to long. And then we'll see how much length it gives us. See, that doesn't look like it made any difference to me. Maybe we'll get a better idea if... Okay, so that's supposed to be long. Now we'll go ahead and snap our cord there. And then we'll try this again. And this is supposed to be short here. It may have something to do with the weight too. Because normally you're not gonna be just sliding stuff down the ground. See, okay, yeah, there is a definite difference there because it goes all the way. It goes all the way up against the tree with that one. So let's move our cow again. It's already dead, so I don't know if this is animal cruelty or not. I'm gonna be completely honest about that. Because it's already dead. Can you be cruel to an animal that's already dead? And I mean, it doesn't appear to be desecrating the corpse or anything. So anyway, YouTube, don't flag me, please. It's just the game. It's just a game. We're just playing a game here. Okay, so now we'll set it to snap, and you can see what that does. And it should deactivate it. Yep, see, it deactivated it. So that's simple, and we'll go ahead and we'll go to pulse. Now this is the fun one. Alright, so let's see what this does. Oh man. And it blew up our poor cow. I don't know where our cow went. Can we find the cow? Where'd it go? I think it went this direction. I'm not sure how far it went. Where'd it go? Okay, we'll use a car now, just because. Hey, come back here. I need to use your vehicle.
Nico, I've got something to talk to you about. I'm sending you my coordinates.
That's the middle of nowhere.
That's the point.
And you can see what pulse does. So that's fun. I like using the pulse function. And then we've talked about the minimum length, but we have not talked about the power yank. So we'll do a snap on that. And our power yank, we'll set it to extreme. These are varying power levels of the power yank. Whoa, what in the heck is going on here? So we're gonna use it on this light pole. We'll do a regular, or we'll do it without first. We'll do it with none first. And it just kind of moves it. Right? So now we'll turn our power yank on to soft. This is just soft. So I'll do that, and then it kind of, okay, that didn't work the way I wanted it to. Like that almost seems to be a softer yank than like just moving it. We'll turn our retract speed to fast, and then we'll do extreme. Now this is gonna be fun. You guys are gonna see this and be like, whoa. Nope. Ha 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 ha. You can't do that. Ha 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 ha. You can't do that. Nope, come back here. I said come back here. No, you can't go anywhere. This is my car now.
Why are you doing this?
You're going that way. And he runs me over, as he probably should. Okay, so now that you've seen power yank and what it can do, now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna couple it with the pulse function and leave our minimum length at short. And this was, once I unlocked all of these mods, this was one of my favorite things to do. So watch this. I'm gonna tether this, and then, oh, we didn't make it to our minimum length. We gotta set it back to long. That's I remember now what you have to do with that. So you have to set it back to long, and then ow. That felt great. Oh, here we go. Come to the ground, chopper. Ta-da! So we're gonna edit it again. I'm thinking maybe the power yank is not. Because there's all sorts of different ways that you can use this, and I showed this off in the last video. This is my favorite loadout. It's basically as effective as a grenade. Because you get your pulse effect and you get the explosive balloon. And a rocket booster. I don't know if I mentioned that. You get it all at one to two.
Fly.
It's really fun to use. Anyway, as you can see, I have the same settings for that. But I haven't figured out why this is not throwing my pulse at the end whenever it reaches the end of the tether. Send out a strong pulse whenever it reaches its minimum length. Tether will retract the entire length of the tether. Tether will retract for half the length of the tether. So when it reaches its minimum length, okay, power yank. So let's try that, see if it works. And then throw a pulse. Maybe it's because I have the power yank on. Let's try it without the power yank. Okay, so this is with no power yank. Yeah, it's because I have the power yank on. So we fiddled around with that enough. Now you know that if you have the power yank function on, then your pulse length effect will not work. Well, I mean, it'll still work, but you'll have to set your tether in the same exact spot as your first tether. So, for example, turn the power yank on. Power yank works. Boom. And then, you know, you try to do that with the pulse, it doesn't really work. But if you double set your tether, it still doesn't work. What the hell? Oh, it's because it's on short. There we go. Boom. So you have to set it on long, and then you basically have to have it all on for it to work the way I wanted it to work. Okay, so finally, how do we get these hobby mods? That's a pretty simple question to answer, because we're already in the area where you'll need to be. And that is next to a historical landmark, like the Tumba de los Tres Niños, or Tomb of the Three Children. This is just one of many locations that you'll have to go to with Javi, and I could make a video about where to find the locations that you'll need. If you guys are interested in that, just let me know in the comments. I'll make a video on it. We'll try to get kind of a script together. I'm gonna have to lose these guys first, otherwise I'm not gonna get anything done. Okay, and you can't just lose them like you would in GTA and just kill everybody. They'll keep following you forever unless you actually lose them. So we're gonna have to find a vehicle or a chopper or something. I guess a chopper is a vehicle. Oh, there's a tank squad. Awesome. Let me drive. Thank you. We're smoking. Okay, they're looking for me, they're looking for me, they're looking for me, they're looking for me. Ah. Showing off my wingsuiting skills a little bit here. Well, I say that, and then I completely wipe out. Again, I had some video editing software. Oh, I died. That's fun. Note to self: don't propel yourself with a grappling reel right into the side of a mountain. You will die. Okay, so where the heck am I? Wow, we are really far away from there. Okay. I'm trying to make this video no longer than the other one, so I guess I'll just kind of explain what we're doing here as we make our way over there. So Javi is an archaeologist, and he is trying to find the tomb of Espinosa, which was I want to say a Aztec king or queen, and I know which one it is, but I'm not gonna tell you guys that. I'm not gonna spoil it for you, because it's a pretty fun story to follow, actually. Like, this whole game in general is really fun. I use it to unwind after I get home from work, because of, you know, all the wingsuiting and everything in it, and, you know, it's a real challenge for my brain. Might be not be a challenge for yours, or, you know, somebody you know, but it's really fun for me. And that's what it's all about, right? Have fun. Don't get super stressed about it. It's not worth it. You're getting stressed out about a game, don't play it. The whole idea is to have fun. Okay, so here we are at the Tomb of the Three Children, because that's easier to say than Tumba de los Tres Niños. And for those of you out there who want to criticize my Spanish, go ahead. I don't care. Maybe I'm saying it right, maybe not. Anyway, at this particular spot, you have 3 Umas, which are giant Raiders of the Lost Ark, Indiana Jones type balls that you have to release from spaces like this one, that big square there. And you do that via some levers that you will come across. That, let's see, where's this one? I think it's right there. Yeah. This lever right here will release an Uma, which, does it release it right now? Okay, well, I'll do us all a favor here, and since I've completed the missions, I'll just kind of show you what happens. Let's see if I can get it to drop right here. So once you complete all of the Javi missions, you unlock the Uma, which is available in your quick drop menu. If you haven't used your quick drop menu, this should be a pretty useful thing for you to learn. So your Uma ball is going to look like this, and hopefully it will actually drop here and not up. Oh, it's going to drop. Yep, it's going to drop up there. So we're going to have to use our retractor to get it down here. Oh crap. Ah, don't squish me. So it's going to do that. And it's going to roll all the way down this hill. And you have to make it in that round thing right there. It's like a giant locking mechanism that will open. Once it hits that, that thing will sink down, and it will open. Oh no, you have to do 3 for this one. You hit this one, and then there's another one on. It's on 3 sides, because, you know, 3 kids. Makes sense, right? It's not necessarily a puzzle so much as it is just finding the levers to release the Umas. And that's how it is with most of these missions. The last mission where you actually find the tomb of Espinosa, or Esposa, is it Esposa or Espinosa? Somebody let me know in the comments. Where you actually find the tomb, there will actually be a little bit more difficulty in getting the Umas where they need to go. I just warn you now, you're going to be using your grappling hook a lot. But, I mean, it's not insanely difficult. It's just a little bit time consuming. But definitely worth it to get your last modification. See, there's another lever right down here, and see, there's the little round thing where your Uma goes, and here's your lever, and I believe it comes out, where does your Uma come out? It comes out right over there.